Hello everyone, we are Group D in Thursday's tutorial and today we'll be covering questions 4 to 8 and my group members are Aishwarya, Tarun, Sharon, Zobia and myself Mahesh. So we'll be starting with question number 4. Hey, this is Mahesh. So today I'll be talking on why is ownership more concentrated in developing countries than in developed countries. So, in developed countries, there are certain laws and rules that restrict managers through takeovers, compensations, etc. But in developing countries, there is a necessity for concentrated ownership because with concentrated ownership, the agencies or the company face lesser issues compared to what they would face in case it is not a concentrated ownership. So through this, when it is in concentrated ownership, the owner can core focus on the management and monitor its doings, and he can also bring changes when required at the required time. So this is why the ownership is concentrated in developing countries rather than a developed country. Thank you.
The IMF refers to the International Monetary Fund. It was created at the end of World War II in 1944 by the Allied powers who met at the Bretton Woods. The IMF helps countries with balance of payments and exchange rate problems. The two main roles performed by IMF are surveillance and technical assistance. By surveillance, we mean this is a process which takes place at global, regional, and country levels, and the IMF identifies potential risks to stability and recommends appropriate policies adjustment needed to sustain economic growth. By technical assistance, we mean that the objective of IMF is to help improve the design and implementation of members' economic policies, including by strengthening skills in institutions such as finance ministries, central banks, and statistical agencies.
Institutional investors are companies or organizations that buy, sell, or manage securities on behalf of others. Their high percentage of transactions makes them the largest forces behind supply and demand. As a result, they improve price discovery and provide liquidity in trading markets. Their major role grants them lesser regulations. Institutional as well as individual investors determine the price of securities, meaning when investors increase their ownership in companies, which is viewed as a positive sign for the company, or value creation. This is leverage to get better credit terms, in other words, cheaper debt. This lowers the company's cost of capital and enhances their financing activities.
The company chosen for this question is Goldman Sachs. It's an American multinational investment banking and financial services company, and they are headquartered in New York City. They operate in 16 different countries worldwide. Some of these countries include India, Japan, Saudi Arabia, Italy, etc. As of the statistics in 2019, there are 38,300 people recruited all over the different branches worldwide. There haven't been any cross-border mergers or acquisitions in the past year, but there have been talks of mergers with PNC Bank or Wells Fargo, which are both American companies as well. The mergers and acquisitions team believe that this merger may help them to further grow and expand.
According to the question given below, in Jan 2020, Japan issued a complaint against Korea concerning the measures allegedly affecting trade in commercial vessels. So the first product that caused an issue between Japan and Korea were commercial vessels. Second, in March 2020, Turkey was appealing the resolution of a dispute with the European Union over the provisional and definitive safeguard measures imposed by the European Union on imports of certain steel products. So second good that caused an issue was steel products. Third, in July 2020, Peru also contested against the measures imposed on the import and commercialization of PET film and other imported products in general with Brazil. So the main issue was regarding importing of PET film by Brazil from Peru. And now that brings us to conclude this presentation. Thank you for watching. Like the video and comment your thoughts down below.